You're tuned in to www.oghuskyradio.com. Broadcasting live from the east side of Los Angeles, worldwide. Original defenders of hip-hop, holding it down.
Yeah.
Go ahead and introduce yourselves, man, real quick.
Yo, what up, man? It be the Killah Priest, the Iron Sheik from the Middle East. I'm almost there prepared, so I say peace.
This Zodiac of felony fights and sick fuck.
Telling me right. If you tell him you want to fight, it'd be a hellish night.
Man, so many questions, man. Let's just start off. Why you two motherfuckers kicking it together and shit? Let's start off with that.
All right. There's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons other than just fighting and stuff like that. It's like we both Leos. You know what I mean? We got a lot of things in common, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. We both. We just be chilling, man. We like the same type of music. We got the same type of style.
Yeah.
We like the same type of thing that's going on, and we debate and we kick it on that.
Don Julio. Nice
we like
games.
the same type of drink. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Don Julio. Big up to Don.
Yeah.
May 21st, man. Let's get that first and foremost. CageVersusCons.com. You're performing, but you're performing with what is it? Is it the mega group, the super group? How we dubbing that?
Yeah,
man?
yeah. We're gonna do it up. You know, everybody ain't no secret. You know, we got the Four Horsemen coming. You know what I mean? Shout out to Razkaz, he was at the show. Shout out to Corrupt and Cannabis, you know, in their absence or whatever. But you know, we just been working, man. We've been working real hard. Me, I've been working extra hard. You know, I've been working on my own solo album at the same time, and also doing the Horsemen, also this felony fights joint, and the butcher shop. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Shabazz, and you know, working with Zodiac to put things together, man. Who knows how it's gonna turn out, man? We gonna join ventures and.
How does the Horseman idea come up? Who came up with it, or how did that even shit? It's you know what I'm saying? It's like the super group, you know, of MCs. You know what I'm saying? Lyrically, delivery, everything on point. Who came up with the idea, or how did that come about?
The first super group. You know what I mean? Nah, it was like you know, I don't know, man. It's just like my back's broke. Shout out to Mike Tyson. Yo, I don't know. It's like when we first got together. You know, it was Cannabis who first told me, and then once me and Raz clicked, and then me and what's name clicked, it was all she wrote. You know, we always was talking about putting a group together. I think that Razcast and Cannabis was in a group together a long time before we did it, and that was on some underground stuff. And then you know, we just hooked up, and that's how it went, man. We just said, you know, it was the right time. It was a hot season for real spitters. You know, we were all at the top of our A game, so we just said, yo, let's come together and just take over, because the industry is not giving us nothing, so we might as well take everything.
And why the name The Horseman?
The Horseman represents the apocalypse. You know, when you hear the Horseman, you eventually quoted that scripture that is all over. You know, the apocalypse is here, it's over. You know, everybody. I mean, each horseman brings a terror. You know, there's no light in that. You know what I mean? Each brings a terror, whether it's pestilence, famine, death, or war. You know, it's like that's what's coming. So the Four Horsemen is like a warning sign to all MCs, and to not just MCs, but to the whole industry, that we come in and put an end to this. You know what I mean?
Using that concept and going that deep, do you think it'll go over people's head in this age of commercial hip hop and commercial rap being, you know what I'm saying, what it is?
Well, I think there's a lot of access, and I think that people, I mean, the internet is flourishing right now, so you can pick and choose what you want. You know, if you don't want to hear nothing about, you know, four MCs really MCing and rappers really rapping, you know what I mean? You wanna get down with some, you know, fingernail polish, and you wanna get down with, you know, some pom poms and stuff coming from grown men, then go ahead, man.
OGHuskyRadio.com. Killah Priest in the building.
That's what we do.
Why no vowels in the name Horseman?
We just thought of something clever, something different. We didn't want everything to come out, you know, horsemen, and all of a sudden we come with the hoodies on top of horses. You know what I mean? You know, everybody can, you know, that's easy to get. So we put a twist to it, no vowels in it, because I guess it's just our way against rebelling against the whole system. We spell it the way we want to spell it, like the ancient Latin, you know what I mean, or something like that. It's like Horsemen, man, and that's the way we put it out there. So no one can have claim to it. That's why there's no vowels in it.
I was watching a video promo for it and quoting revelations left and right, man. I have to ask, what's your religious upbringing, man?
My religious upbringing is basically the same as everybody's, man. It's just like, you know, it's just that, you know, when you read the Bible and you either if it's the Quran, if it's the Surah, is whatever it is, you know about the Four Horsemen, you know about the angels. Once you talk about God, you're going to talk about the devil. When you talk about the devil, you talk about demons. When you talk about God, you talk about angels. And then on his side, he has the Four Horsemen. So, you know, that's what we bring it. That's what we bring it towards. Every man in the Four Horsemen is able to keep down, you know, hold down his own rank. Everybody's fabulous spitter. I'm a fan of everybody that's in the group. So it's all great, man. And the intelligent wisdom that's coming through there is just all great. It keep you thinking. So revelation have to come up because it means the revealing. So we revealing to y'all the bull that's going on in the industry.
You can say the bullshit. Ain't no thing.
Oh,
right? Yeah. Like you said, the media outlet that is internet is very, you know what I'm saying?
Powerful, yeah.
Powerful for us. Does Killah Priest follow any formal religion? And with the name Killah Priest, do you have your own religion or? You know what I'm saying? We ain't knowing about it. Shit.
Yeah. I would like to say that, man. Yeah, I'm in the religion of Killah Priest, you know. So it's like
Killah Priestism.
Yeah, exactly. Killah Priestism, and you know, my religion, it just is what it is, you know. It's a priest that'll kill you, just like Guns N' Roses, you know what I mean? So, you know, we come praise the Lord or get rained with bullets, whatever.
I had Razkaz in here a couple months ago, and I asked him, you know, him being the lyrical MC that he is, and I have you here now. Where does that where does that knowledge come from, or that education? Like public school system, like you're in a public school and they're like, we got to show you this alternative way of thinking. So where does that come from?
It come from books, and it comes from like-minded, thinking outside of the system, picking up other books and getting other information of learning for what things are really about, not what's given to us.
We keep it real, man, and we don't bullshit here on OG Husky Radio. So you talking books? Motherfuckers don't have books. So did you do jail time and shit? Like,
yeah, definitely.
People only, you know what I'm saying? People only read books in jail, dog.
Yeah,
in the hood
exactly.
and shit. Like someone come out because they had time, but
yeah, the whole system is a jail. Yeah, I did time, man. I mean, everybody in the Horsemen did time. I don't care if you went to the Army or you went to the other system, you did time. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
It's like, yeah, you know, we took it. I mean, during that time when we was learning, man, you listen to Nature of a Threat, you know that, oh man, you know, this is intelligent. This is highly intelligent. This is not just a rapper picking up the pen and just, you know, read. You can't read that or quote that. You know, that's coming from somewhere. So, like myself, you listen to
B.I.B.L.E.
Yeah.
Shit, straight
no
up
doubt.
on some real shit.
No
I
doubt,
mean, we Nature of the Threat, but B.I.B.L.E., you know?
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. It's like when you listen to Bible, you know that, you know, I lived that thing. You know, I lived that. That's a true story. It's nothing like I just stumbled across and just said, I want to do an album called Bible.
Yeah.
And just, you know, this is real stuff, man. The same with Channel Zero and everything. Corrupt is just a crazy spitter, man. So he just coming. He's pestilence. He don't have nothing to spread, but just you know, nothing.
So then come in with tracks like Bible. You know what I'm saying? Right. What do you plan to achieve? Like, or what you know what I'm saying? I mean, commercial wise. Right. I mean, MCing, hip hop. I mean, so you want commercial play, not commercial in the sense, but commercial in the sense that you want it embraced. You know what I'm saying? Do you see that being embraced by the masses, or why do you do it?
Well, I did Bible because that's a song that's like my real first song that I've done, and that it's something I really wanted to do because it was a very personal song, and Jizza kind of like snatched the song up. You know, I'm very grateful, you know, because it was never really like my song. You know, once we put it on his album, it was like out of my hands, and I was so grateful for that opportunity. That, you know, and I looked at it like that. I didn't want to shine on his time. I wanted, you know, everything to come out, you know, and everybody in their proper space. But it got embraced so much that, you know, it was like it was just a joyful moment. So my thing to achieve with that was to tell people the truth of what I've really been through, and maybe they can learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was deaf, dumb, and blind. Part my saying, but we all was born in. And when we look inside of some knowledge that's either experience, because that's the best form of knowledge that you could never go through. But other people who sometimes go through experience to let other people who didn't go through that experience enlighten them, and that's what enlightening means, is just to turn on that light,
Involved with the project with Sons of Man, featured on the Gravediggers album also. So Wu-Tang, are you a part of Wu-Tang? Are you an affiliate? Or
Nah, I'm a part of Wu-Tang, man. I was always a part of. I would like to say that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, those are my family members, and I always was a person that venture off, because Sons of Man is like a project that I had a vision, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
RZA is Wu-Tang, so his vision was a Wu-Tang. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed being a part of it, and the brothers that I rock with inside there. So my thing was to be a Son of Man, you know what I mean? So it's like that was my project that I felt like something I could kick it, you know what I mean?
Who are Sons of Man, for those that don't know?
All right, Sons of Man is like the first offspring of the Wu-Tang. Then you got Killah Army, big up to Killah Army, who was more like war, but spreading knowledge, because everybody in the clique. And then you had your major Gravediggers,
Yeah. With that too, like I said, you don't have to answer, but I have to ask.
Yeah.
Nowadays, we see tons of flyers, Wu-Tang affiliate, West Coast Wu-Tang. Yeah. What is that? What is your stance on that? Or do you?
Well, it's a lot of members, man. It's like you can't stop nobody from coming to the play. There's a lot of members. It's like you make me blah blah. You know what I mean? He down with the. You might meet. You make Silver Throat. You might meet the Dagger Holder, and then he got his cousins, and they spit, and then you can't stop that. It's just a movement. So it's like it's a lot of Wu-Tang affiliates. The ones that associate themselves are family. You know what I mean? So it's like that.
Perfect.
And the ones that, because you'll see them when they come around. Everybody knows who. When you see felony fights, you see Wu.
There it is, OGHuskyRadio.com. Let them know, man. Danny, you right there. Let them know what's going down, man. LA Sports Arena. Break down all the info for that, man.
May 21st, we're going to have 10 cage fights. We got LAPD officers getting down with convicts.
Where officers turn into warriors.
Yeah, we got cops fighting convicts.
Into rebellion.
We got cage fights going on. We got a hip-hop festival. Killer Priest, Shabazz.
Before you go any, who are you rooting for, the cop or the convict?
Come on, you already know. I already know I'm rooting for, man. Anything against the system, man. I'm from the League of the Supervillains.
There it is. Let them know what else we got on that bill, man.
We got Shabazz Disciple. We got Tragedy Gaddafi, I think. Who else we got? We got Cool Keith.
Sick Jackin
from Psycho Realm. We got Aguilar, and we got the Dog Pound 42 Short, Big Twins of Infamous Mob, Buck 50, and we just added Be Real.
Oh, word.
Is gonna be doing a set along with it. So I'm gonna go see him tomorrow and lock that down. So that's a new addition to it.
Hosted by Debo and Danny Trejo, right?
Yeah, that's right. Debo, Danny Trejo, Freeway Rick Ross.
The real Rick Ross.
The real Rick Ross. The dude that was making $3 million a day. You know what I mean? Not talking about it or rapping about it, but actually doing it. And he's going to be right there, supporting the kids, because we're raising money for the foundation for all the kids coming out of juvenile hall. You know what I mean?
Killer Priest, what makes you want to get involved in something like this, man? A lot of people will shy away from, you know what I'm saying?
I like sports. I like aggressive sports. You know what I mean? I like physical contact, throwing people out the rings, breaking necks, twisting. I'm into that, man. I was always into wrestling, and then I got into the boxing, and I'm all for it, man. So, and anything that like supports real stuff without the system being involved, and you have to take blood tests and walk around and do all of this stuff, man. Makeup.
Just understand, like the compromise
pedicures.
of having to put something together like this, and I mean, looking at the lineup, just at the whole thing straight up no compromise, and definitely want to give it up to you guys for putting that shit out there like that.
We just did it the way we wanted to do, you know what I mean? And you could tell by the lineup, you could tell by the fights, you know, cop fighting a convict is just raw, and it's the way we wanted it to come out, you know what I mean?
LA Sports Arena.
Old fashioned.
May 21st from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Yeah.
Tickets available and more info, cageversuscons.com.
And for the new kids, y'all should come out, man, because y'all never seen a good old fashioned street fight before, because they don't know what that is. It's good old fashioned
ass beatings.
Yeah, ass beatings where you get, you know, you get put in headlocks, turned towards your family, and body slammed backwards. No one to help you.
What's any more felony fight videos coming out? What else you got cracking?
We actually have one that's been under wraps. We haven't released it yet, and it's the most savage of them all. But we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that for I think the day of the event. We might release it over there at the sports arena and give everybody a little taste of some violent, ultra violent stuff. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
OGHuskyRadio.com.
I just put out a video today on YouTube. You can check it out. Felony fights, Zodiac versus Sick Fuck.
No doubt. And let me say this: the Psychic World of Walter Reed, that'll be available soon. I'm working with Sick Fuck too, also on that. So that'll be a double album that I'm gonna come out with. We're gonna work that out.
That's just gonna be cracking.
Yep.
Man's Ray
double
Records,
album. So features or what do we?
I got
concept
features.
Or was concept wise? You don't want to release it, or do you want to let that?
It's the Psychic World of Walter Reed. You know what I mean? I got the fam on there. I got the clan. I got RZA and Ghost and Raekwon and people like that. I mean, it's just gonna be something that, you know, for all my fans out there, get ready, man. Hip hop is not gonna be the same. You know how we do.
And what's up with Proverbs Records?
Proverbs Records is gonna come out through there. We're gonna join forces with probably felony fights. You know, however we do it.
Yeah.
You know
who runs Proverbs Records for those, you know that?
Uno.
and why do you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because I get tired of these. I get tired of these industries. Like when I first, I mean, there's these corporate.
You know what? Take the opportunity right now. Like let the fans know, like what happens, what goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like why can't we get the album? Why is it hard to find on the internet? Why? Like break down all that shit right now.
Because this industries is a bunch of bull crap, man. They, you know, these companies, they just want to take the artists. And if they get, because they always sign an artist, just like a bride, man. You get a bride, if you get a bride, then she's still out there looking for all type of dudes. You know what I mean? You're like, man, what the hell is this about? So it's like, that's how they are, and it's like you got to make sure that you taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? Because they don't have nobody. You used to have clones up there that act just like the artist. You know what I mean? Yeah. Next thing you know, you wearing clothes, and then you go up to the corporate business, and you got some cat popping out with the same clothes you got on, talking just like you do, and then walking right next to you. Then you're like, man, who is this guy, man? And then he's representing you. No, don't worry about it. You just stay out here. I'll go in there and ask him for you. So it's like it's better when you take it when you take control of your own destiny, because you know you got your own best hand. And if it doesn't work, then you know why it didn't work. You know what I mean? And you want a team that works on the same side as you, and that's about the same struggle. You know what I mean? Not going home, turning on the pop radio hit, pop radio rap, and just smiling while they go to bed, and putting on their headphones and smiling out to,
For Killer Priest, is that corporate backing necessary in this day and age? And break it down to like the kids. There's kids now like that still look to sign the deal. I mean, you're one of the cats that comes from the era of, you know what I'm saying, sign a deal, the manager tells you where the show's at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
But I feel that if you're real about it, don't compromise yourself. If you got something to do. I mean, if you got something really to express, if you're just a regular cat that just want to get out there and let them do it, all beings, man, but you have to have some type of morals and integrity about compromising yourself to these industry labels that really don't care. You know what I mean? That's why so many underground labels are popping up trying to help the underground cats that's trying to do something, but then sometimes they get caught up into that zone, and that leads to broken jaws and people get, they have to move. I don't mean to get it to that level, but it's real though. You know what I'm saying? It's like hip hop sometimes can get violent, but we try to keep it cool and peace and respect. You know what I mean? Because the music that we put out is about peace and respect. We just don't like the devil. I got a song that I killed the devil last night. You know what I mean? So So don't be on his side.
And the Devil's Eulogy.
Yeah, that was eulogy.
Check that one out. Shit.
OGHuskyRadio.com.
Right.
When are we looking for albums to drop then? The Horseman Project, what, like physical copy
Everything.
or download? What are you looking at?
I'm saying that late summer, end of summer. You know what I mean? End of summer, late summer. But, you know, the good thing is that we got control. You'll be hearing singles either from me, from the Horsemen, and I'll be on it. I'll be in all of that. And Felony Fights will be dropping when we giving away a free album.
Yeah.
So if y'all come through there, it's featuring myself. It's featuring the whole Horsemen.
That's May 21st when you show up at the LA Sports Room. Let me make that clear. You get a free.
You get a free soundtrack, or if you buy it at a local retailer, you know, all the mom and pop CD record stores, they got the soundtracks right now for free when you buy a $30 ticket to see an all-day event of cage fighting and hip-hop. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Who was featured on that soundtrack? Let them know, man.
Kool Keith, Killah Priest, Shabazz the Disciple, Tragedy Gaddafi, Big Twins of Infamous Mob. You got Raz Kaz, E40, Too Short, The Dog Pound. The list goes on and on. You know what I mean? So normally you have to pay $20 for a CD. You know, we're giving it out for free for the fans out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Also, there are VIP tickets available.
And good
too,
looking for DJing, man, for the show that day.
Yeah.
You did a great job, bro.
tight,
Hey,
man.
the Saturday, y'all motherfuckers, Tarzana ain't that far, homie. Y'all fools slept. That shit was off the hook. That was a dope ass show.
Yeah.
Man, and the promoter who put it together. Nah, some real shit.
Let me say April 23rd, we're throwing another show. Too Short, Killah Priest, Raz Kaz, Be Real from Cypress Hill. You know, guest appearances, Danny Trejo, Debo, all of us. We're all going to be throwing another event, Pasadena at the Imperial Palace.
Word up. CageVersusCons.com.
CageVersusCons.com for the tickets.
That's right.
Word up. We'll also have the info here, OGHuskyRadio.com. Thank you guys for coming through.
Thank you, man. We about to go
Thanks,
hit up a
man.
bar, get some broads, and get it done. So we in the city, man, tonight. If y'all gonna come down, man, come on down to the nearest bar. You probably go down to Venice Beach or whatever whatever we're gonna do. We're gonna be in the nearest spot. So hit me up if you got my number.
Word up. Once
Or
again.
hit him up on Facebook.
Yeah,
Walter Reed.
or Twitty. Now Walter Reed, we'll be out. Raz will probably, if you out there, Raz, just hit me up, man. Let's go do this.
And for all the ladies out there, my Facebook is you just type in Felony Fights or Sick Fuck, and submit a picture, and I'll get back to you.
Get a tattoo.
Come get a free Sick Fuck tattoo.
There it is. May 21st, LA Sports Arena. Don't sleep. CageVersusCons.com. Support OGHuskyRadio.com.
Killah Priest. Double album coming soon.